36 centimeters. .48.5 centimeters. Waist to hip, that's 10. Can do it on the side too. It's still 10. So waist to the length that you want. It up to here is 18 centimeters. This same way of taking measurement applies to both humans or mannequins. Always make sure that the waist is parallel to the floor. It's sitting down well. And everywhere is parallel. If you look at it on the side, they're the same. No, not one side is higher than the other. It has to sit parallel. For the hip, it also has to be parallel to the floor. The same, you make sure that it sits well on the hip, so that when you look at it on this side and this side, it's all parallel. So here, the waist, the hip is 48.5. So let's get started. Now that we have our measurement, we are going to draft the skirt. So you need your ruler, you need your curve ruler, you need your paper. I'm drafting it on a cardboard paper, and you need your scissors if you're using a pencil, but I'm using a marker so you can see it properly. Right now, I'm just gonna draw a line, and that line will be my center back line. And then from the center back line, I want to draw my waistline. Okay? First of all, I can just mark a line. That will be my waistline. So for me to get the actual waistline, my waist is 36, right? Hip measurement for the mannequin is 48.5. So if you divide 48.5 by 2, you get 24.25, which is approximately 24.3. And so I'm going to measure 24.3 on this line that I have just drawn. Okay? Because we're going to draft the center back is on this side, the center front is on this side. So we're doing the two of them together. So now I have my 24.3 plus 1.5. So you add 1.5 for ease. So 1.5 plus 24.3 will give me 25.8. So I'm just going to measure 25.8. And I'm going to measure that all the way down and draw a straight line. Okay. So now this side is my center front. And this side here is my center back. Center front, center back. Okay? The skirt length is 18. Mark your 18 and join them together. Okay. What was it? Okay. The waist to hip measurement was 10. So I measure my 10. And connect it. So now this is the length. This is the hip line and this is the waistline. So the waistline, the hip line, and the length, the skirt length. Okay, now that we've gotten that, we'll start working on the back side now. Quarter the hip measurement. The hip measurement is 48.5 divided by 4. That's 12.1. And then you add 1.5 to that for ease. And that's 13.6. On the hip line, measure 13.6. On the length line, 13.6. And 13.6. Draw a straight line across. Okay. Now you've divided it into 2 halves. Okay. Now the next thing is for us to work on the waistline area. The natural waist is 36. If you divide that by 4, you get 9, and then you add 4 centimeters to that. So 9 plus 4 is 13. From the 13 point, you move up 1 centimeter. So I went up 1 centimeters, and now I connect this line to this point. I'll divide this line into 3, which is about 4.3 something. From the point, the 1/3 that is close to the center back, I will measure down 14 centimeters. And the other one, 13 centimeters. And then I'll give it ½ centimeter dart. 1 centimeter dart. Okay. When I say 1 centimeter, it means from this middle line, 1 centimeter from here to here, 1 centimeter from here to there. That gives the dot a 2 centimeter dot and a 2 centimeter dot on the other side. You know we added 4 centimeter. That was for our dot. Okay? So that's the back done. Now you connect this with a curve to this point. Just a slight curve. It's just a slight curve, curved line. Okay, so that's the back done. For the front, again, quarter of the waist measurement. The waist measurement is 36 divided by 4 is 39 plus 2.5. So 9 plus 2.5 will give you 11.5. From this center front, measure 11.5. Okay? You measure 1 centimeter up again. One centimeter up, and then you join this to that. Now you're going to divide that line, whatever measurement you have in there, you're going to divide it by 3. Again, and you're going to just use only the 1/3. 1/3 will be measured from here. So if we divide this line measures 11.5. If you divide 11.5 by 3, it will give me 3.8. And so I'm just going to measure 3.8 from here to there. Okay. And now I'll measure down 12 centimeters. And the dart width will be 2.5 because you added 2.5, remember? So on each side you have 1.2 something, 2.5 on each side to come to, and you join it up. Again, you curve it to join this middle line from the top there. That's it. Your skirt is ready. So we have the the back with the 2 dots, the front with 1 dot. And that's it, folks. That's it. Now we're going to cut it out and we're going to make a skirt. You can just curve this waistline properly. Just do a curve. And then I'm going to cut it all out. we need to true the darts. So now I can cut it. That's how you true your darts. You can see it. If you just cut it that way, it doesn't fold well. But now, if I'm sewing and I join it up together, it's going to match very well. So this is our skirt now. This is our skirt. This is the front. If I'm cutting out the fabric, I'm going to cut this on a fold. Usually, to indicate fold, you can use 3 dots at the end, which shows that it's a fold, or you use a block to show that it's a fold. We're going to do the same. We're going to true our dots for the back. First of all, you fold at the tip of the darts for both of them. That's the way. And then the leg closer to the center back, I'm going to fold it. It's easier on the drafting paper than on this hard thing, but I have to do this so that you can see it. Okay, now that folded those legs, I'll fold it back and join this leg to that leg and the other one to that leg. Now I'm going to cut it out. First of all, the first thing to do is to true it, to make sure that they're working. Take your curved ruler and true it. Okay? Or you use your tracing wheel, whatever works for you. Now you cut it. Now we have it all done. Need to cut this out. You can use this method for your measurement or for a child's measurement, whatever. This method works for every one of us. But I'm not doing it for my size, but if I'm making mine, this is the same method I use to make mine. Once you have this block for your skirt, you can come up with any form of design. As long as you have your block, this is called a skirt block, you can use it to design whatever kind of skirts that you want. So our next video will show us another kind of skirt. Right now we're just going to make a skirt out of this, but in another video I'll show you how to make another design using your block. So if you take the time to make your own block, please leave your comment below. Let me know. Let's see all your block. If you have any questions, get in touch with me, and if I know it, I'll respond back. If I don't, I'll also respond back to let you know if I don't know it. But definitely any skirt questions, I should be able to answer them because I've been doing it for quite a while. So this is it. Let's cut out our fabric out of this. So I'm going to be using this fabric. We're going to cut out the first one, which is this one, on a fold. I'm going to cut out the center front on a fold. I usually do not put seam allowance on my block diagrams or my pieces diagrams, but I put the seam allowance on the fabric when I'm about to cut it. Okay. I'm tracing it out. Okay. And I'm marking the dart leg. Hope you can see it. Okay, so I've marked my dart leg. I'll join it. I'm using a marker, a permanent marker, so you can see. Usually you don't use a permanent marker, please. You don't want to stain your fabric. Okay, so this is the front block, and I'll now add my seam allowance. I'm adding a 1 centimeter seam allowance. Usually it's a 1.5 centimeter seam allowance. And I'm now going to cut it out. I'll mark the same for the other side. Make sure. Yep. Can easily see both of them when I'm sewing it up. Now we have to cut the back. Okay. Okay. For the back, remember we need a zipper at the back, so I will add a 2 centimeter allowance for the zipper. So I've marked the zipper 2 centimeters, and I'll place my back on the 2 centimeter line. So this allowance here is for the zip. Okay. Okay. And then I'm going to trace it out. I'm transferring all the markings we had. All the markings on the pattern, I'm transferring to the fabric. Okay. And now I'm going to put my seam allowance. 1 centimeters I'm using. I'm now going to cut it all off. So that we can have 2 pieces for the back. Okay. I'll also transfer those markings onto here. Okay, we're going to join it now. So the front, first of all, you take in your darts. Taking your dart for all of them, and then you connect the side seams together and sew it down. Okay, I'll be back. Now I've done all the joining. I've done my darts, side seam, join it all up together, and then I did a little bit of sewing the back together, but I left space for the zipper. And now we're going to try it on the mannequin. There we go. Now I can just add my zipper to it. I'm just going to use a pin to hold it up. Anyway, that's it all. The darts are there. The one for the back, they're there. See, that's the seam allowance for the zipper. And the other one too. That if I put the zipper, it's just going to be like that. And that's it. Till the next video. Remember, in the next video we'll be using our blocks. So I'm going to make it really nice, but we'll be using our block for the next video. So for this, it's all done. It's sitting. That's the waistline mark. So if I fold it in, assuming I'm putting the waistband and all that, you will see that it's going to sit right on the waist. So that's the little lady all dressed up. Till the next video, remember the same way you drafted this is what you will use to draft the big one. So remember, all the best. I'll really like to see what you've done, what you've created out of this block pattern, and let's communicate. You can join my Facebook group. Remember, do your block before the next video. Till next time, thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe to this channel.